T, welcome to my channel and my very first video. Scary. Please be gentle with me. I'm going to do a fair few mixed things on this channel, I think. Not quite sure in this early development stage. But today I wanted to talk about Steven Universe and the promo footage that most people would have seen by now, or the images even. It's caused quite a stir. It's brought up quite a few theories, some old, some new. And yeah, I just wanted to go through them a bit with the SU community and anyone who's willing to listen to me for a bit. I of course would love to hear any thoughts and theories of your own and any counter arguments against my thoughts. Everything is welcome. We're all here. We're all fans of the show, and we all want to learn what the heck is going on. Okay, I sounded American. Right. No, sorry. Not meant to be offensive. Please don't kill me. Okay. Restart. So, we've all seen the promo images / footage by now of Pearl, and many are saying because she is wielding what looks to be Rose's sword, she shattered Pink Diamond. And this is fair given all the hints we've gotten in the show. Now, based on what we've seen so far, in Moonbase, and that time Pearl is sitting with Steven on the, a porch? Not really a veranda. Anyway, when they're sitting out there and Steven is worried about Connie, I can't remember the episode name, I'm so sorry, Pearl has trouble speaking. Now, in Moonbase, Pearl actually turns away at the description of Rose shattering Pink. And in the latter episode, she doesn't really speak much at all, you may have noticed. The first made many people think that Pearl possibly shapeshifted into Rose in order to shatter Pink Diamond so that the blame would fall on Rose, whether because Rose asked her to, or something. I don't really know. Yeah, the second, it feels more like a programming error given the dramatic music they play each time she goes to speak and stops herself, whether by her own emotional design or due to something that forcibly prevents her from doing it. And if there is something doing it for her, how did it get there? When and who did it? Did Rose or Pearl do something to prevent her from revealing the true culprit? Or is this part of the conditions in which she was originally made? Pearl's origins are a mystery, after all. We may see some of them in the upcoming episodes. Who knows? Who remembers seeing those images of the 3D keyrings of the STU characters? Now, I remember hearing quite a lot of backlash against these, actually. Most of it admittedly was centered around Ruby being in a dress and Sapphire in a tuxedo, which doesn't make sense to me because they have no gender and can wear what they like. Kate, thanks. I mean, they both look good. Lay off. Anyway, in that image, there was one of Pearl in a strange outfit that no one had seen before. But who remembers the colors of that dress? The colors of her dress were diamond colors. The white, the pink, the blue, and the yellow. Now, does this imply that Pearl was created as some sort of universal Pearl, perhaps the only one of her kind, serving all of the diamonds and somehow at the same time not? Was she maybe created as a fancy confidant that the diamonds could talk to about their issues? And was part of her conditioning ensuring them that she couldn't relay these things onto, each other as diamonds and to other gems? Could the things she had seen and heard from this have caused her to rebel? Why did Pearl join the rebellion in the first place? Did she join believing she stood up for the social injustices amongst gemkind? Or did she join for entirely selfish reasons? To get away from a nightmarish existence, for example? Or because she fell in love, by her own means or by clever seduction, with Rose Quartz? Now, is that really Rose's sword and scabbard. It certainly looks like it, I know. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was. It's just something about it has been bugging me. You know, if you take a look at the promo image and compare it to what we have seen of the scabbard in past episodes, well, in the promo, it's a bit bulkier, isn't it, at the end? See, they don't quite match. In past episodes, it's been more streamlined. I'm not saying that that's hard evidence against the fact that that is Rose's weapon and scabbard. Well, it could just be a slight change in the design. I mean, the characters have gone through design changes over the seasons. Steven has changed. We've seen, a far cry different design work from their pilot episode. So it could be the same thing. It could just be they changed the look slightly just to... I don't know. Whatever their reasons. But what if it's not? It's something to think about, isn't it? It may not be what it appears to be. Isn't that something that we have learned from past promos and indeed the episodes themselves? That appearances can be deceiving? A small amethyst can make a big difference. An off-color can be just as strong and resourceful in their own right. Peridot and Topaz were never inherently bad, and a sweet, innocent-looking aquamarine can be a nasty piece of work. And that what we see in promos never quite turns out how we think it will. It could be the weapon that shattered Pink. It could be Rose's true sword and scabbard. But Bismuth made it very clear that her weapon would only break the form, never the gem. So if what we see here is the Shatterer of gems, where did it come from? Where did it go? Here comes a thought. How did Pearl come to manifest a sword, and when, and why? Pearls are built to be ornaments, showing off the status of the gems that own them. So because Pearl most likely was somebody's ornament beforehand, and she had to work to manifest her sword, does that mean that her sword might be somehow different than other gem weapons? Because she was not built to create something like that? Could it be strong enough to shatter a diamond? Speaking of diamonds, here comes another thought. What about the diamonds? Since the trial, well, more suspicion has been placed on Yellow Diamond. She seemed more interested in punishing the supposed guilty party without considering the facts. Some have even thought that it was Blue who cries over her guilt for destroying her fellow diamond or sister, or I don't know how the hierarchy works. Maybe she sought to pin the blame on Rose so she could remain undiscovered as the culprit. What motivations would either of them have to do this? For Yellow, we've seen her get annoyed with Pink in Stevonnie's dream. For Blue, we haven't really seen much to suggest that it was her. But what if we just haven't been shown her full power? We know she's not always weeping. She can get angry. Who's to confirm that she can't feel jealousy or indignation or a sense of duty? Now, I know that may be a bit confusing, but I say that because what if Pink was getting out of control and Blue was forced to stop her, or even Yellow in Blue's place? Could be something, I don't know. What about Yellow and her connection with the centipedal gem, who was abandoned along with her forces and corrupted by some gem equivalent of napalm? I mean, did that happen on Earth? I think we're meant to assume that it did, but is it somehow connected to Pink losing control of her gems and being shattered by them, or did they happen in two different eras? I think I need to do more research on that. Anyway, that's pretty much what I've got to start with. I can't seem to remember anything else right now. But yeah, I'm not involved with the show. I don't have any insider info, so I can't say what's for certain. Did Pearl shatter Pink? It's a possibility. I'm not hard sold on it because it's just very predictable, isn't it? I mean, yes, they've been building up to it in hints throughout the show, but I don't know. With the promo images, it just seems like they're blatantly saying that Pearl did it, but that doesn't seem like them. They always like to keep things shrouded in mystery, so I don't see why they would have promoted something like that to suggest a big mystery is that certain answer. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I'm not saying that, it's not for sure. I'm just not sold. I know it's a possibility. I can accept that, but I'm skeptical until we have proof, until the episodes come out. So, thoughts? Pearl? Yellow? Blue? Somebody we haven't met yet? Please let me know all of your thoughts and theories and arguments. Keep it safe, keep it polite. Let's all enjoy the upcoming episodes and hope that a few of the mysteries will be solved. Thank you so much for tuning into my first video. I hope there are many more to come. I hope you've liked what you've heard today. Please, please be safe, be careful, be happy. And I'll see you on the other side. Ciao, ciao all.